Hi there, Sagittarius. It's Marie from the Tarot Shop here with your reading for August. If you haven't been to me before, 2 decks in front of you. This one is the Spirit Messages, so it's a message from Spirit. And the second one is the Amber Moon Tarot. If you're interested in the decks, want to know what I'm using, then they're in the description details, along with an opportunity to support the channel with a Buy Me a Coffee page, or a cup of tea. I don't mind. They're both there. Everything's in the description details. This video is in 2 parts. The first part is the tarot reading, and then I introduced this last month and you seemed to like it. The general response was that you enjoyed it, and that at the end of the month it's the astrology. Now, it's not just your astrology, Sagittarius, it's the collective astrology, but sometimes there's bits in there. I think it's really helpful to know what's going on in the skies, because then you can use that energy and work with it. Okay, so that's at the end of the video, and it's pre-recorded. It's exactly the same message throughout all of the readings. At the very end of both videos, the end of this video, you've got a little, I think it's a little pops up about there, and it allows you to access the other videos in the zodiac. I hope that made sense. Okay, so without further ado, Sagittarius, let's see what the reading for. If it doesn't resonate, please do not try and make it fit. These readings are quite deep. This deck's quite deep and quite meaningful. So she tends to cut straight to the chase. Oh gosh. As well as the spirit one. So it feels it's a very spiritual message this month. Yeah, divinely connected, you know. Not that I'm divine, but you know what I mean, that the messages are. Well, I am. We all are. Okay. Right, so Sagittarius, what have we got for you? The message from Spirit for you is ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in Spirit World. So you've got the Spirit World message, and then we've got the tarot. I think that's lovely. And it's not just necessarily like one generation. It's the whole kit and caboodle of them. My dog's decided to... Oh, he's gone. He likes to walk about on the wooden floor. It's very lovely. And not even remotely distracting. Sagittarius. Oh, Sagittarius. What's that? What have we got here? You are worrying about something. Let's see what that is. Okay. Are you worrying about money? Yes. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius, let's start straight away. It is on your mind. What is on your mind is how you can support yourself financially. But more importantly, not like, how can I make a few bob? It's like, how can I create wealth long term so that I can have treats, so that I can take care of myself, so that I can invest in myself. And it's very much around there. The Ten of Swords is that it's really playing on your mind quite a bit at the minute for some reason. Maybe there's a slight lack of cash flow, or it's just that you want to start preparing for the future. But whatever it is, at the beginning of the month, there's very much a concentrated effort around this concern for your long-term financial security and how you can affect that. So it's not that anything's being done to you or for you or anything like that. It's about the fact that you want to take charge of this. You are determined to be financially secure. This is lovely. This is the card that says, I've got enough, I don't have to worry about it. So that's very much where your mind is preoccupied on that. So it could be that an opportunity presents itself, and as a result of that, it plays on this concern that you have. Okay? So you're very much thinking about money. That's how you begin the month. And the Hanging Man is telling me to tell you to surrender. Okay? Just relax, relax, breathe through it. You don't need to control that at the moment. Everything in a season and a reason, you know. I do think that in the middle of the month here we've basically got, there's some sort of like releasing or letting go in the middle of the month emotionally. Yeah, okay. There's Temperance, you are impatient with this situation, and I do want to say that it's with regards to, yeah, there's some impatience here because the Temperance tells you to be patient, but it's basically, it's with regards to a maternal and a mother figure in your life, and I do feel there's a slight conflict there that's going on between the two of you. And if it's not your own mother, then it's a woman who takes on that maternal feel. I do feel that there's very much around, this person is trying to take charge, you know, and you're like, no. And the good thing is, I've got the Strength card. So, right, so there's not a conflict, there's a situation that arises in the middle of the month. It's around somebody who deems themselves in a maternal role over you, in whatever that may be. And it's somebody, if it's not a female, then it's somebody who takes care of you. You know, that kind of role, a maternal, a mothering role. So if you're a man, then it can be your wife, somebody who really likes to take care of you. And they're busy telling you what to do. And there's a little bit of conflict and a bit of pushback from you because actually you're strong. And you know what? Yeah, so you're worried about your finances. And, you know, they're saying, oh, actually, you shouldn't be doing that because I feel there's a bit of control here. And actually, you are exceptionally strong. And you're like, no, I'm my own boss. I can do whatever it was. So it's just a kind of, the cards are saying to you that that's going to happen. Maybe it's a pattern or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But I think people need to recognize, Sagittarius, that you are going to hold on to your money, which is really good. So start saving at the end of the month. You're going to start putting some money to one side. You need to make a decision around what it is that makes you happy. And actually, what are you prepared to stand on the line for? So this card is the card that says, I've worked hard for this and I'm not going to give it up. And I want it and I'm keeping it and nobody's going to take it away from me because I've earned it. And it's extremely powerful from the point of view that you're like, whatever this is, your descent, I think you've got some belief or something here that you're trying to do. And you are thankfully surrendering yourself to it because your growth here is strong. You're unstoppable and you won't give up. It doesn't matter what anybody says. You're going to hold on to the money so that you can make it happen. So I don't know if this maternal person is trying to make you give up on your dream or something, or trying to make you let go of it. But you're like, no. Yeah, you see, still again, you're defending your position. So whatever it is, and there's a new beginning here. You're right to hold on. You know, you're right to hold on to your finances. You're right to save the money to do it. It is worth it long term. So I feel this is a transformation. There's a turning point here. You're being possibly, do you tend to go along for the peace? And actually, are you a people pleaser? And as a result of that, you tend to go with the flow. But now they're saying, no, look at her. Where has she gone? No, where has she gone? I want to see her. She's defending her position and says, no, this is what I want. This is what I've worked for. And I'm going to stick with it. And I'm going to save for it. And I'm not going to give up. So it's a dream. I feel it's your vision for your future. And I feel that, yeah, it's good. Expect that bit of pushback in the middle of the month, but actually you're going to override it. And the ancestral wisdom would suggest to me, maybe they have given up and they've not believed in themselves. They've not believed that they're powerful enough, but actually you can and you will. I'm just going to pull one more card. Yes, you're the Emperor. You're going to be the boss of the whole situation. So you're going to control it. Okay? Please bear that in mind when this conflict comes up. You are absolutely right to stand by your beliefs, and you will control it and without. Best way to deal with this is possibly not through conflict, but maybe through love. Okay, because remember, this person here is coming at it from a place of love. I can't find her now. Where is she? She's coming at it from a place of love. So just remember that if you feel that they're trying to tell you what to do. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you've enjoyed that. As I say, next thing you'll hear from me will be next month, if I don't knock the camera. Next month we'll go through, well, I'll speak to you next month, but the next bit now is the astrology. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks very much for your time. Bye-bye. Hi, so this is now, we're entering the astrology part of the video. So whatever you've been listening to, your sun, your moon, or your rising, this is now a collective astrology reading. It's the same video that's at the end of every single one of the Tarotscopes. And that's because I want you to try and think of it like, from an astrological point of view, these major events are happening in the skies during the month of August. And as a result of that, they can affect us all collectively, and some more than others. It depends what signs are involved. So there are, like, if you imagine that in the skies, there are meetings that are happening between one planet and a sign. So there's a planet and a sign, and they're meeting. And as a result of that, as I say, the energies become very powerful and very enhanced. So I've only picked out 5 here. And it actually, I've got some that are already happening. So I've got this sheet here, and I will leave this for you. So it's a downloadable one, so you can see what the major ones are. And the reason I do this, because I think it's really important to understand the tarot correspondences, because astrology and tarot are very connected. For example, you can see here that on the 6th of August, at the moment, we've got Venus, which is the Empress, in Virgo. And she stays in the Virgo until the 6th of August, when she enters Libra. Now, this meeting is happening in the sky. The planet Venus, which is the Empress, which is all about nurturing, creation, harmony, abundance, growth, all those wonderful things. If you think of Mother Nature, it's all that kind of energy, is actually about to enter Libra, which is the sign of fairness and justice and equality and all those sorts of things. So the values planet, which is what do we value, what do we care about, what do we want to grow in our lives, you know, what makes us fulfilled, what would we like to create, then goes into this planet, it goes into the sign of fairness. So what you can expect there is it's a time for harmony, it's a time for balance and beautiful and meaningful connections. So beauty and then meaningful connections. So from the 6th through until the 10th of September, this is happening in the skies. And irrespective of what your sun sign is, you can expect to see some influences here in your life. And it's a good time to tap into this. So if you want some equality and fairness with regards to, I don't say you're growing a business, then this is something, or you're growing something, or you're very involved with your mother and you want something to be fair, or you know, if there's anything around the maternal role and also equality and fairness, then this is a really good time to work with those energies in your life. Okay, and then on the 11th of August, goodness me, listen to me. On the 11th of August, we've got Mars, which is the Tower card. So you can see you've got Mars sign here, because Mars and the Tower are the correspondence. So you've got Mars enters Cancer. Now, Mars is currently in Gemini until the 11th of August, when it then moves and causes disruption with regards to movement forward. So it delays things. It basically causes some disruption around moving forward too quickly. So you have to take action from your heart as opposed to pure willpower. So it's a good time to listen to your intuition. And that's the 11th of August through to the 28th of September. So it's going on for quite some time. There's lots of movement, but it's more along the lines of Mars brings in a little bit of aggression. You know, the Mars energy, the planet of Mars, it causes a little bit of disruption with regards to moving forward. So you'll find that you'll either want to get on with it and there'll be nothing stopping you, or you'll want to hold back. But it's all with regards to asserting yourself and using your willpower. So you've got that energy going on, and you've got something there. If you want to do this, so if, for example, you're determined, using your willpower to do it, then you can expect to cause quite a bit of disruption with that. So, and protect what matters most, because Cancer is all about your home life and things like that. So you can find you might be very, a perfect example of this is it may be that around this time you become very protective and quite argumentative about your home environment and protective around what that means to you. So on a global scale, that may be something around protecting home and hearth. So, you know, that sort of thing. So then on the 12th of August, we've got the High Priestess, our lovely card of the moon. Now, this is quite an important time, actually, because we've got a new moon where we begin things. And I didn't print it off this time, but I've got a moon phases chart as well, a moon phases PDF, I think it is, or it's a document anyway, so it's attached to this, so you can have a look and see what it. But new moons are always about beginning. Now we've got here a beginning, an intuitive beginning, because it's the moon, intuitive beginning with regards to empowerment and strength, and that's on the 12th of August, which is also a total solar eclipse in Leo. So this is an extremely powerful, because you've got Leo, powerful day for intuition, for beginning something intuitive. Okay, so listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, because she's going to make you more powerful and lead you towards more power in your life on that day. And then you've got the 23rd of August, which is where the sun enters Virgo. So the sun is currently in Leo, so happy birthday, Leo. And then it enters Virgo, and the sun is about you know, how you, it's about success and moving forward, and that then shines itself on Virgo, which is very much around introspective, looking within, quiet time, peace. So it's a wonderful time after all that Leo energy and all of this eclipse energy that's happened here. We then go into a period of successful reflection, and that's a beautiful time, and it goes on for the whole of the month. So, and also you've got very much around organization. What else have I written down with regards to that? So focus on reflection, organization, self-improvement and practical plans. So after all of this action and energy, it's really quite a nice time to get busy organizing your life, really. And that's a good energy to tap into. Now on the 28th of August, the final one here, we've got the High Priestess. So the moon once more is in Pisces. This is always one that because I have a moon in Pisces. So I always think, oh my goodness me. So the full moon is where everything comes up to the surface. It illuminates everything in your life with regards to the Piscean energy. So it can be about relationships and dreamy and all the sort of like the visionary side of things. So you've got the moon, which is also very intuitive. So this is a very good time to basically intuitively let go of things that no longer serve you, to become very also in tune with regards to what the future may hold, because the moon, as you know, I always say, it is basically a time to an unexpected path will soon be revealed. So it's a wonderful time here. So you've basically got Pisces, the High Priestess, which is the moon in the moon, if that makes sense to you. So yeah, I've got this little chart, so I'm going to put it. So time for release, healing and trusting your intuition. So you've got some super intuitive times happening this month. I've written these silly little pieces of paper because I forget what I'm doing sometimes. I have to make sure that I've got it all here. So basically, these are the 5 key transits that are happening with regards to August. As I said, they don't necessarily, you know, this doesn't confuse your reading before, because this is extra. It's an added layer to tarot where you can go, okay, so what are the energies, the tarot energies that are working based on the fact that these correspond to the planets. So the Empress with regards to fairness. That's the first thing that you can expect to happen. I hope that's made sense to you. I do enjoy this, and I was very pleased actually that that you all seemed to enjoy it last month. So I really hope that it's something we can continue with. And as I said, we've also popped the August 2026 correspondences. It's called a correspondence, where you have the tarot card and the star sign. So the two of them, they have the same energy. And I just think it's much better if you can see it with regards to the tarot cards. It kind of lends it a little bit more power when you are actually interested in tarot. It means more to me than if you say star signs. I'll be like, okay, I visualize the tarot card, and then it kind of gives it that added energy. Okay, so I hope that you've enjoyed that, and all that remains now is for me to say happy August. My goodness me, we've got quite a bit going on. Maybe do a little bit of a Google research onto some lovely magical things that you can do with regards to these eclipses. There are 2 this month. A total solar eclipse on the 12th of August, and that's in Leo, as we said, and a full moon and a partial lunar eclipse. Now it says the 28th. I think it kind of goes, it depends where you are in the world. It's the 28th to 29th. So there's like a 24-hour window. That's the 28th of August in the UK. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful, and thank you very much for your time. I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.